The Riddles of Barabbas, Chapter 13, The Parable of the Morsel. Barabbas strips down to a towel and feeds his morsel to Judas Iscariot at the Last Supper. When Jabar taught at Passover, he did so from the shadows, and but for Phil and Andrew, the location, only God knows. So Jabar wasn't teaching at the temple publicly for everyone at Passover to come and hear and see. Jabetho came and taught among them right before their eyes, at the temple and the Mount of Olives in clear skies. The Father loved what was his own for whatever the purpose, and Jabar readied, showing how all could be put to service. The devil had been put into the heart so he'd betray the son of Simon Judas, who some speculate was gay. Knowing that all things were given from God to the Father, he stripped off all his clothes, but wore a towel in case they're bothered. This nearly naked man went round to wash all of their feet, lifting up their heels against his waist to dry complete. But Simon Peter protested, "You want to wash my feet? This seems unbefitting. I'm not sure I'll keep my seat." But Jesus said, "This riddle you do not yet understand." And Peter said, "You're right. Moreover, I won't do as planned." But Jabar said, "You must submit, regardless of your heart. Unless you let me wash your feet, with me you'll have no part. For the riddle of this chapter, it's important that you see, unless I wash your feet, you've not raised your heel against me." So Peter said, "Okay, whatever, do what you will do. Touch whatever part you want. I won't complain or sue. A person who has had a bath but also walks in dirt needs friends to wash his feet to keep his countenance unhurt. All of you are clean except a few parts of your body, and talking of the dirty parts is taboo, lewd, and tawdry. And these parts will betray you, since they can't be spoken of. They're not even acknowledged being part of nature's love." Jabar picked his clothes up and reclined back. Then he asked, "Do you know the answers to all riddles you've been tasked? You call me Lord and Teacher, and that's right, that's my affect. You, you do what I say, and guess what meanings are correct. Now do what I say, and keep washing each other's feet, in secret meeting rooms where all the dirt is made discreet. I have done this for you, so you'll do this for each other. Never let the dirt show on your master or blood brother. So long as dirt on feet is washed, it never comes to light, and then you'll all seem blameless, never needing be contrite. But not to all, but only one, can my next blessing spread. All of you have raised your heels, but one will eat my bread. I'm telling you, before I make my lesson more acute, so you will know that I am he, Jesse, branch off the root. I tell you true, who loves me, whether tall or thin or thick, accepts the one from whom I come, like offshoot from a stick." Now what did Jabar mean when he said one would him betray? Betrayal of his trust, or try to tempt and lead astray? Would one of Jay's disciples go and tell some lies and libel? Not Judas, who would kiss him and confess he was his idol. But Jabar's men looked all around, defensive, wondering not how he'd be betrayed, but just which one would fill that slot. One who loved agape lay right in Barabbas' bosom, and Simon Peter asked this strange third party, ask him something. So this strange third party leaned against the naked man, and asked, "Who is the one who will betray you in this plan?" Barabbas said, "The one to whom I dip my morsel, then I give my morsel to him, then he takes it in the end." Then Jabar proceeded to start giving it to Judas, and soon as it had entered him, came all of Satan's rudeness. "What you are to do," was said, "you will real quick invoke." Of this now no one knew, of those who reclining, what was spoke. And once the bread was passed, they saw him hand Judas a sum. They thought Judas was sent to spend or donate some income. So Judas, having got the basic point of Jabar's morsel, departed in the night to get away for good or ill. When therefore departed Judas, Jabar watched him go, and said, "The Son of Man is glorified now, don't you know? If God is glorified in him expediently, God will glorify the Son in Son immediately. Little children, yet with you a time I will not be. You will seek, but you won't find the marvel that is me. So you may not be joining in on all the Gentile fun. The Jews have also circumcised, apart from which I come. I give to you a new command, to love without condition, to love each other boundlessly without an admonition. From the way you love the most abundantly by far, others may discern just whose disciples you all are. Peter thought when Jabar spoke of children it was he, who could not follow Jesus now, but later he could be. So Peter said, I'll lay down now my life if you are willing. With his morsel fed to Judas, though he'd not be filling. And Jabar said, here is the trick that may appear ad hoc, but you'll disown me 3 times till the crowing of the cock. When you hear Caiaphas and his men give reprimand, the rooster crows, I'm coming by the mighty one's right hand.